Okay, we're back for another part. And this one is to what are some of the useful items you could use? Hence the term useful. Okay, you might think, what do you need so much gil for? Well, if you're like me and you really enjoyed Final Fantasy XIII-2, and you're not one of those skeptics who never even tried out the game, because of the negative hype just the 13 series received. I mean, well, yeah, I don't want to get into that. It's not my favorite series, but I did really enjoy 13 and 13-2, even with their flaws. And 13-2 really improved on some stuff that 13 really needed to, and it's really good. Okay, so why would you need all this gil? Well, one simple answer is some of the bosses later on, not maybe bosses, but super bosses. Like, I don't think I've encountered a single boss or a super boss that was actually in the game that I've had to use a single piece of single item on. Maybe a Phoenix down tops. So in Serendipity, if you have enough coins, you can purchase elixirs. Okay, where? I'm pretty sure. Okay, elixirs. They cost 22,500. So I can purchase 5 elixirs right now, and that was about like 10 minutes of grinding. I'm pretty sure. So every 10 minutes you get 5 elixirs. Um, this is true. I believe so because I remember in one episode of Helsing I was watching, I could get around 12, 13 elixirs, maybe 11, 12. Yeah. So yeah, make sure to buy and stock up on elixirs. Right now I have 50. Uh, I have 50. Yeah, you could easily get it up to 99 in about 2 hours, I want to say, and stock up on Phoenix Blood and Unicorn Horn. Unicorn, you don't even need Phoenix Blood that much, but Unicorn Horn is pretty useful. Right now, I have not used a single Unicorn Horn, but I would believe that it's really useful because some enemies are just like Gilgamesh. God, that Gilgamesh. Towards the end battle, it's just the end of the battle. Well, when he has like 2 million HP left, it's just he keeps poisoning and maybe not. I don't think it's poison. Fog and pain and all these things that really. Uh, ugh, I don't even want to. Anyway, so yeah, use Unicorn Horn. It's going to heal all status ailment, and Elixirs are going to revive all the members. They're going to full you healy, fully, full you healy, heal you fully. Yeah. Anyway, and that's it. In case you are wondering how to get durable collectors catalogs. Okay, what happens is I've heard a lot of people say that, oh, I went to Chocolina and she didn't have durable collector's catalog. Actually, they didn't even have like collector's catalog and everything. So durable regular collector's catalogs can be won in Chocobo races, and then can be upgraded with Chocolina. And right now I have I would say a perfect chocobo for the races. Let's see. I have a silver chocobo that I've specifically upgraded just for the racing purposes. What's her name? I don't really have a name, but yeah, status. And so, if you do it, you know, like I did, then you should be okay with most of the races. Like you wouldn't even have to pay attention to 99% of the races and like maybe worry about like 1% of the race. Um, Let me actually show you a couple of races right now. Register a Chocobo, Silver Chocobo, and yeah, race. So just race in random races. You could also make some tokens on that, and usually first or second work most of the time. The only trouble your Chocobo might get is in about the 1800 meter race, and there's still only a slim chance that you're gonna lose, and if you lose, you're gonna come in like second place, maybe, because there aren't a lot of Chocobos that can really rival mine at this time. So like, I don't even have to pay attention. So, you know, that's easy 100 tokens, and basically just play like 3-4 matches, I think, until you see a race. Until you see a race where I forgot which class it is, but basically one of the races you get to unlock a collector's catalog, and then you can just race and race and race there, and you could buy a lot of shuffles and just shuffle them. You don't really need two, so you really only need two. So, but they can be sold for a hefty price if that's what you're after. And you could also get elixirs here, to tell you the truth. It's a pain. You could also use shuffles here and buy elixirs. I think they're gonna get unlocked pretty soon. So yeah, let me just show you. Yeah, see, you finished. Yeah, look at the time it takes the other Chocobos to catch up. But these are early races. Libra scope. You could also get Libra scopes here, which is a pretty good item, because earlier you get the to decipher the enemy's abilities and weaknesses. It's better. It's just better for everyone. Maybe not for the enemy, but you know, it's definitely better for you. So let's see. Yeah, second setting usually works all the time. So weapon class. So I'm gonna go for shuffle. Okay. Let's start the Chocobo races. So yeah, I'm just gonna call this video just Chocobo races. Elixirs and Chocobo races. So yeah. Lightning Returns is coming out soon. I don't want to jinx it, but that game has the potential to be Crisis Core 2.0. Potential, I said. We don't know how that game will live up to that expectation of mine. But, you know, expecting that game to be the upgraded version of the greatest Final Fantasy game ever. Yes, I said that. The greatest Final Fantasy game ever. We'll see. Oh, and I don't mean 7, by the way, by that. I do mean Crisis Core as the greatest Final Fantasy game ever. And I do not care what anybody else thinks, honestly, about that matter. I will stand by it. Zack is the greatest Final Fantasy character ever created, and Crisis Core is the best Final Fantasy game ever. Yep. So I don't want any rages. And yes, I'm not just some 7 fanboy. I have played the other Final Fantasy games extensively. Not all of them. I will admit that. I missed out on 1, 2, and 3. But everything else, I've played at least 2 or 3 hours of, and I've extensively played 6. Well, for an RPG, like 30 hours, it's not that extensive. But I've beaten 8, 9, 10. I'm one of those people that loved 10 too. So yeah, it was silly, but it was good. I like the dress spheres. Chocobo. Oh no, I want to race. Where's the 600? I want 600. So basically, yeah, 10-2. I haven't played 11, and I've played 12 once. I played Tactics and Dissidia and Duodecim. Duodecim I actually have over 150 hours. And so, that is a really good fighting game. I didn't really think they'd pull it off. But Dissidia Duodecim especially, Yuna is the best in that game. Like, seriously. The AI is so cheap, though. You have to get Yuna. If you want to beat most of the characters that are level 128 and level 130, you have to use Mega Flare. Like, you can constantly spam Mega Flare in that game. And, yeah. Since we're talking about RPGs, I can recommend a Vagrant Story. That's a great RPG. It's also done by Square, so they used to be real good back then. What else? Let's see, we haven't been able to get... I'm just going to unlock all the classes, and then I'm just going to use shuffles. Okay, all the classes are unlocked. Oh, here's an elixir. So it's Menaspin Cup. Elixir. So yeah, look for Menaspin Cup. And you win, you get an elixir. So that's for people like I used to do that. Honestly, of course, this is not as fast as getting grinding with Raspatio because it's a lot faster. But just buy some shuffles; they're pretty cheap, and shuffle until you get the elixir race. And that's it. And you could probably buy the shuffles with the money you make off of winning the winnings. You know? So, elixir. So I got the elixir here. And now I'm gonna shuffle until we get collector's catalog in here. Oh, right here. The Haka state. Oh, the Haka. If you guys didn't know, and of course you wouldn't know unless you knew me personally, because I don't do this a lot. Prince of Persia, especially Warrior Within, is one of my most favorite games ever. I love that game. So just Prince of Persia in general. I love Prince of Persia, but Warrior Within, oh my god. And Dahaka, one of the best villains ever. So, this red... Oh. I didn't know. I didn't know we were going to finish. See, I almost lost that one. Oh, I still didn't press anything. But, yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, so it turns out that race was pretty short. So, Head Collector. Okay, that's the Haka catalog. And okay, I'm gonna quit out. So basically, how this Chocobo race is, it's kind of late to understand, but you have the racing points, and you start out with 600. At least I do, and every race is worth, a little bit, and then you just deplete your racing points, and you have to retire your Chocobo if you get to a point where you just can't race anymore. Because let's say you have 5 points, and I think minimum is like 15, maybe 10, I don't know. So that is with Chocobo races, and let's see how much I made. Purchase prizes. I have 2,000. So I made about almost 2,000. So by that 2,000, I could buy 47 shot. Oh no, I could buy more than 47, but you can buy about 50 shuffles. So then just come back, do the shuffles again if you're tired of farming Raspatio. And it's really a mindless job because for elixirs, grinding for elixirs, it's really a mindless job because I watched the whole season of Hellsing while grinding for elixirs, and every time I'd get bored of Raspatio, I'd come here, register the Chocobo, start racing, and then I get bored of this in about half hour, maybe 40 minutes, and then go back to farming with Raspatio. And yeah, that's it. I'll make another video if I think of something else that you guys should know in 13.2. If not, that's promiscuous. If not, then this is goodbye.